Hey guys, another tabletop review slash overview. This time, the SE4. Now you notice this isn't your standard SE4, it's kind of the Gucci'd out version. This here is another knife that I tricked out from the Knife Connection. Now I'm not affiliated with the Knife Connection, they're not paying me for anything. I just found them online, and I just like the way they do stuff. So that's how I customized this one here. This SE4 did come with the Kydex sheath on here, which is pretty cool. It has a little drain hole on there. I did get the Molly backer for this one here. It does come with a belt loop with Velcro as well. And then I got the survival pouch with clip in the front here. I put an empty can in this one just for display purposes. A little tough to get out. That's the only thing with these things. The clip will sometimes get caught on here, and there you go. But yeah, got the Esee little can on here, and this is the clean one. It's got some residual stuff in there. But anyways, put your tinder in there, whatever you want to put in there. See that little, you can almost even use it as a signal. You can't tell here, but in my living room, I'm casting a pretty good light on the ceiling and whatnot. But anyways, that fits perfectly in there. And then I also got the Exotech fire starter. This is their, I think it's called their mini. But I like this one. This one here, you don't need to do anything to your knife. It has the striker built into it. So you can just, it's got the sharpened edges on there. And you can see that. Those sharpened edges. And you could just use this, to start your fires and whatnot. And then when you're done, it's all self-contained. They have rubber washers on there to keep the moisture out. Boom, and there. I keep it on the side right here. And just for a little bit of safety, I put my little, oh, there it is. It is the, what is it called? The Nano Striker XL. That's what this one is. Nano Striker XL. I like this one. I like these. These are cool. They're self-contained. The fire steel isn't huge or anything like that, so I wouldn't have this for like long-term use. But in a pinch, that's fine. That's all you need. As you can see on here, it has Velcro, but retention is pretty good on the Kydex itself. Not gonna go anywhere. Now you can see this one here. It came when I bought it with the micarta scales. I don't particularly like the Esee micarta scales. They're smooth. They're very flat. If you like very flat scales, that's cool. I like mine with a little bit of like a palm swell on there. It just fits better in my hand. As you can see, it's got a reduced portion here. So it fits really nice between your thumb and your index finger. Really cool. Got some jimping on there. It's got this coating on here because of the 1095 steel, so you're not going to be able to strike a ferro rod with it unless you grind this down and put a 90-degree edge on it. You can also use the blade, but you don't need to if you got one of these guys, right? So that's part of the reason why I did that. I don't like to mess with the blades too much. But anyhow, no pommel, just got a lanyard hole on there. If you can see that, got the lanyard on there. This is the Knife Connections G10 grips. And I got this version just because, I don't know, I just thought it looked cool. It just looked like a vortex or something. But yeah, that's the one I got on there. They feel really cool. I like them. They're not super aggressive, but they are grippy. Got the finger guard on there with the finger choice. You could choke up on it a little bit there. Drop point, flat grind blade. So what is there to say about this one? Let's go over some of the specs like we always do. The blade length, 4.5 inches. The thickness is 0.2 inches. So almost half a centimeter. And this is kind of like the blade style that I like. This is a robust small knife. You can feel it as soon as you hold this. You're like, oh, okay, this is something I can use in a variety of situations. Like I said, drop point overall length is 9 inches. The handle scales typically come with that flat micarta scale. The handle length itself is 4.5 inches. Weighs not very much. It's I believe it's like 7.5 ounces, and it's a polymer molded sheath on there. Can't see it because of the pouch in the front, but you get the point. And the sheath weight itself is about 3 ounces when it doesn't have all this other junk on there. So this is your jack of all trades kind of knife. Like if you only had one knife, if you could only have one knife, take one knife out there, this would be in the running. It's thick enough. Its blade length is long enough. You know, camping, survival, bushcraft, hunting. This is going to work for a vast majority of things. Is it going to do, is it a slicer? Is it a thin slicer? No. Is it going to get you those really thin fillets fishing? No. But it's going to get you close, you know, and that's really what you're looking for if you're not going to have a companion blade. You know, I would always kind of take a companion blade with these types of knives anyways, but if you don't, then this'll do it. If there's only one knife you're going to use, this will be it. Or at least this will be in the contention. Now, Esee has an awesome return policy. You can use their knives. They expect you to beat the hell out of these knives. You break them, you burn them, whatever it may be. Send it back. They'll either fix it or send you a new one. I actually had an issue with a knife that I had bought with rust. And they usually don't cover rust, but when I bought it, it came rusty. And sent it to them. They resharpened it, got the rust off, but I still didn't like the way it looked. Sent it back to them. They gave me a new one. So they're really good about that. There's websites out there, or there are photos out there of people sending in their just destroyed knives. You know, just massive breaks and you know, burn marks and everything else. And you know, Esee takes care of them. That's just what they do. That they stand by that stuff. Stand by their warranty, I should say. And the nice thing about the warranty is that it follows the knife, not the owner. So if you sell this or if you buy this in the secondary market, that warranty applies to you now. So that is cool. That is super cool. So it doesn't matter. So you don't have to buy these new. You can buy these used and just beat the hell out of it, send it back, be like, hey, you know, this is all messed up now. They're like, okay, let's see if we can fix it. If not, we'll send you another one. How awesome is that, right? So the 4, obviously, it's got that 4.5 inch blade length. I think that's where the 4 comes in. I mean, makes sense, right? It's that 1095 high carbon steel, so it will rust on you. You will want to keep this dry, want to keep it oiled, but it is tough. Does have that, you know, decent edge retention, and very easy to sharpen. You can sharpen this on the field with a basic field sharpener, ceramic rod just to hone the edge on there. That'll do you good. But yeah, you know, this thing, it's great. I mean, even if you were to use this in a defense situation, the thickness of the blade and the thickness of the tip does help, or does, I guess, allow this to be a piercing knife. You can also do some chopping, right? I mean, it's not great. You're not going to get a lot of leverage. You like my little chopping action there, but you know, if it's something small, you could do it. I like these G10 grips in particular. The micarta ones, I feel they weren't slippery or what. I just didn't like the way they felt. That's really all it was. What else on here? Who is this for? I mean, I kind of just mentioned it, right? I mean, it's multi-purpose, pretty much for anybody. This is kind of like one of those dual knives. Some things it excels at, other things it doesn't, but it'll get the job done no matter what. If you know, if you're, you know, in the military or whatnot, and you need some kind of knife, if you're on deployment, if they allow you to take your own knives, you might want to consider this as well. Law enforcement or anything like that. I don't see, maybe not necessarily this, you know, unjamming any car doors or anything, any kind of, you know, emergency situations like that. I mean, hell, it's better than anything, better than nothing. But you know, there are limitations to that. So yeah, that's the SE4. I do a little comparison here. I recently did an overview. Where is it? Of the SE3 that I got from the Knife Connection as well. Put that off to the side, and you'll see the difference between the two there. So it is the little brother to the SE4. Got that. And you can see the difference in the blade length. Let's see if I can get this to focus without cutting myself. Well, maybe I just touched them like that. No. There you go. So you could see the the difference in the blade length. Where this is definitely a slicer, this one here is your all-arounder. I'll do another one here. This is the Cold Steel SRK. Now, if I had to pick between the three, it's very hard to pick, right? Because they all have their strengths and weaknesses. If I had to only pick one, though, if I only had to pick one, it will probably be the Esee. Reason being is that it's got the smaller blade length, so it's a little more versatile in terms of like packing and stuff like that. If you got to throw it in a backpack or in a knapsack or whatever it is. The other would be here, the SRK. Now, you can see that they're almost similar in terms of their blade width or thickness, but I believe the SRK is a little bit thicker on there by just a couple. I don't even know, maybe 0.2 of an inch. This is really good though. If there was like a combat situation going on, definitely this guy. But for your general kind of bushcrafty, camping, even hiking situations, this would be it. Also, I like the fact that it just comes in this, well, I designed it this way, in this package here, you know? So you kind of have everything you need if you just need to go out somewhere, you know? You build this however you want to do it, but it gives you the option. Just grab that, put it in your sack or strap it to your thigh and put on your belt and you're good to go. So yeah, that's it there. That is the Esee 4 with the knife connection upgrades. If you guys like this stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Maybe there's an affiliate link down there. Click on that if you want to check out the pricing. And depending on when you see this, there might be some kind of discount on there or whatnot. It's usually like 10% or something. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Put them down there in the comments. And yeah, we'll go over it. I pretty much reply to almost everything unless it's something rude. See you in the next one, guys.